Good morning. Welcome to the budget Labour Party broadcast. I'm Ed Miliband, politics with a human face. I thought I'd start with a gag, a self-deprecating one, particularly to get you on side. Now, obviously, with the links being severed to the unions, we've got no real money, so I'm doing the broadcast now from my house on my own MacBook. Okay, I can't afford a teleprompter, so I've got this script hidden in this book to try to look convincing, and I'll be reading the policy from that later on. What can I start by telling you? Well, let's start by saying the Tories continually seem to portray me as weak. They keep saying this, weak, 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 every time they get a chance. Linton Crosby, that idea no doubt. Can I just say, every time I hear the word weak, it reminds me of the few weeks they've got left in power on their non-mandate. Let's be honest, a mandate, the only mandate they've got is between Nick and David. Still pushing that humorous button out there. Of course, I can't afford a scriptwriter anymore. I did ask all of my friends outside of the British Labour Party to assist me in writing and producing this broadcast. But he said no. That's brothers for you, I suppose. Now, some of our policies, there's been a bit of confusion. One of them is pre-distribution. Let me do some explaining for you. Pre-distribution, give it its right term. I've said it 3 times there, so already we're into that whole me being a bit crazy on YouTube a few months ago. So, pre-distribution is a bit like, it's actually quite hard to explain, but it's a good buzzword, isn't it? If you think about other things like pre-sit, this is when you resit an exam before you sit it for the first time. That should help you to make it as clear can be, I guess. Of course, there are other things famously with pre. There's a prefix. There's premature ejaculation, which is the Tory press and the Daily Mail in particular, and their excitement about the so-called recovery. This recovery, which is booming ahead apparently, where the economy is still not quite as big as it was 5 years ago. This is a recovery in their terms. Of course, all Linton Crosby has done is carry on with Alistair Campbell's grand tradition, where you reduce complex arguments to simple phrases that you can throw around at the other side in the hope that they stick. Weak, weak, weak. So our use of the word pre-distribution is an attempt to make a complex issue appear complex rather than simplify it. The voting public is sick of endlessly repeated catchphrases. The voting public is sick of endlessly repeated catchphrases. The voting public is sick of endlessly repeated catchphrases. So, what can Labour offer voters in the 2015 election? Let's have a look. I wrote some notes down here. Can't afford people to adopt. We will nationalise the railways, nationalise the means of production in the utilities. We will nationalise the health service. We will Dad put this in here. Some speech of Nye Bevan's from 1945. Cut. Now, I don't mean cut the film. I mean we will cut, and cut. Just less frequently and less hard than the Tories. Vote for us.